Hello.
Hello and welcome to Mauritius, and thanks for joining our Mauritius vlog series. And this is a bit of an odd one for us because the prospect of a beach holiday, spending an entire week on the beach, fills me with dread.
Well, I don't like sitting on the beach either, but I do like snorkeling, and I can do that for hours.
So you wanted to go to the Maldives, didn't you?
Yeah.
So this was kind of a bit of a compromise because the thought of the Maldives, as though it's supposed to be a paradise island, just sitting on the beach, literally does terrify me. So at least here in Mauritius, hopefully, if it gets too bad on the beach, for me, I can go and do stuff because there's loads to do here.
There's lots to do, isn't there?
Yeah, so,
and like I love snorkeling and stuff, but I don't want to do a whole week of snorkeling, and there's plenty of other things to do.
but what a first day we've had. And it's been a bit of a, well, it was 22 hours door to door, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it was the whole journey thing from the UK to here in Mauritius in our hotel, which is called Palmiste.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was 22 hours. Left sort of Gatwick, and we flew Air Mauritius, which we were a bit unsure about, but it was all right, wasn't it?
It was really good. The toilets were really clean. They were spotless. They were in and out cleaning them throughout the flight. There was plenty of leg room, wasn't there?
Yeah, I mean, a few highlights for me. The leg room was fantastic for a long haul flight. You know, better than Virgin Atlantic, better than British Airways, better than Air Iberia, better than obviously the TUI flights, which you don't expect to get good leg room anyway. But I mean, it was very spacious. It was an Airbus A350, and it was really well done, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
I guess the only downside of it, I mean, the cabin crew were fantastic as well.
They were really, they're really attentive, weren't they?
They were really attentive.
Yeah.
So going back to the downsides, I mean, there seems to be no air conditioning in the cabin.
No, that's the first, I think, that we've ever had, isn't it? That there was nothing that you could actually turn up and have anything blowing on you.
It was sweltering, wasn't it? You know, so
very hot.
This notion that you're going to do an overnight flight, so you need to wrap up warm, so you can
They give you a blanket. You don't need a blanket.
No
I don't think I
Jose.
saw anyone with a blanket.
No, but I mean, you know, that said, you know, it was all right, you know, for a long haul flight. And,
the food wasn't great, but then it never is, because it never tastes the same when you're up in the sky, does it? It's, you know, it just doesn't taste the same, does it?
So we booked this holiday through, well, we booked through Travel in Bridport, thanks to the girls down there, always do a great job. This is a Mercury Holidays sort of holiday that Travel have booked for us. We never used Mercury before.
No, we thought we'd try them.
There's transfers included in the holiday, and at the Mauritius airport, that was quite straightforward, wasn't it?
That was, all of that was straightforward, wasn't it?
Mauritius airport was clean, tidy, efficient. There's a kind of like a health travel form you have to fill in before.
Well, it says you got to, but we didn't, and they didn't seem to worry about it.
Yeah, so we only. It's our fault. We didn't read all the paperwork properly. So when we got here, we thought, we've got to do this health travel form. So we're frantically trying to fill it in online whilst.
And then the phone wasn't working properly, was it?
Yeah, our eSIMs haven't worked particularly well today on Iralo, but anyway, so we tried to do it. We got to the counter. The lady was cool with it and just said, "Where had you been?" And obviously, we've been a few places. And yeah, she was fine with that, wasn't she?
She was fine.
Then we got a taxi across the island, didn't we?
He was brilliant. Our taxi driver was so informative. He was telling us all the places to eat in, the best places to buy your souvenirs in. He was telling us what you need to do when you're bartering in a market. He was so good, wasn't he?
Really helpful.
Yeah,
a really nice guy.
It was about an hour drive across.
I mean, I wish I was more awake because I only had about an hour and a bit sleep on the plane.
Both of us, it was.
Yeah. He was giving us all this stuff, and my head's going, "Oh my god, how can I register this?" But I mean, he was great, wasn't he?
He was,
And we tried one of his recommendations tonight. You recommended a restaurant, didn't you?
Yeah, and we thought we didn't really fancy what was on the menu because we're sort of half board, aren't we?
Yeah.
And we didn't really fancy what was on the menu, and so we thought, "Well, we'll go and try this," and it was brilliant. What was it? La Marmite?
La Marmite. Yeah, you're going to love it, won't you? And we loved it.
That was, I tell you what, it was amazing food. And we'll definitely be going back there again. And he even gave us like a rum on the house, and that was delicious.
And it was ridiculously cheap. We both
both had a rice dish each.
Rice dish each.
We shared a chicken and pineapple dish.
Yeah.
And then we had
Carafe
a carafe of wine, and they obviously gave us these 2 rums on the house.
16
and
quid.
16 quid.
For the pair of us. 8 quid each.
Can you believe that? That was amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
And it was amazing food, wasn't it?
It was amazing
really
food.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
great.
definitely recommend that place.
We got the taxi across. We arrived early because it was an overnight flight, so we got in about 6 o'clock in the morning, and then we arrived here at the it's called the Palmiste Resort and Spa.
Yeah.
Sounds posher than it is, to be honest, but it's fine.
And the staff are great. They're great, aren't they?
Staff are really good here.
Great.
They kind of welcomed us with a sort of like a towel and
a cold towel, and a nice drink, wasn't it? It was it tea and
tropical
mixed fruits
or something?
Yeah, something like that. It was nice.
But very welcoming.
Yeah.
But our room wasn't ready, so we had to sort of kick around a bit.
Yeah, and they did say that there was an area upstairs with a shower and a toilet, and that you can go and sort of shower if you want and freshen up.
Yeah, and it was nice.
Which we did, didn't we?
We found a local supermarket.
Sort of freshened up.
Got a little bit, didn't we, down the supermarket?
Yeah,
and we
got
went
some
down,
drinks.
And we're right close to the beach. Literally, we are less than 5 minutes to the beach here, and it is a superb beach, isn't it?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's a gorgeous beach, and it's right. There's a lagoon here. And you can see the sort of turquoise waters, and we're going to go snorkel. You're going to disappear. Little Mermaid for a week, aren't you? So
the only thing that we have found, which is it's a little bit like the Caribbean islands, that there's lots of people, taxi drivers, asking if you want a taxi.
When we were on the beach, stuff on the beach,
on the beach, trying to get you to go out on their boats and things like that. So there was a little bit of that sort of. But we've just basically said to them, we were polite and said, look, we've just come in today, we're shattered, we're going to go and have a sleep.
It does remind us an awful lot of like places like Antigua and St. Lucia and places like that. You know, it's very, very similar, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Very, very similar. So we went on the beach and we had a time on the beach. Then we came back to the hotel, we got our room, and our room is actually, it's an apartment.
Yeah, I know. It's huge, isn't it? And I'm looking forward to sitting on the balcony with a cup of tea in the morning.
So we're in the kind of like the living area. There's a bedroom behind there and a bathroom behind there. And
really nice bathroom.
It's lovely.
It's really nice.
It's really nice.
And we've got our own little like swimming pool area if we want to go to swimming pool.
It's effectively a private pool. It is shared with a couple of other apartments, but I've never seen anybody in it so far. So we can effectively have it to ourselves.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. And then, but we did catch up on our sleep, didn't we, this afternoon?
We did.
Yeah.
We didn't have long. We probably had about an hour, do you reckon?
A bit long, a couple of hours. A few hours sleep this afternoon.
Something like that.
Just to try and catch up on that. And
just so we could go on tonight and sort of explore a bit.
And where we are in the tropics, so the sunset's quite early compared to back in the UK at this time of year. Sunset is before 6 o'clock here. So we decided to head back down the beach today, didn't we?
We did. I'm so glad we did.
Incredible.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
Absolutely
really
incredible.
Amazing. Gorgeous.
It was. And there were people down there just soaking it up. And
they were just sitting down on their towels, watching and videoing and taking photos, weren't they?
I took the opportunity to get the drone up as well, didn't they?
Yeah, and someone asked you about the drone, didn't they?
Yeah. It was beautiful down there. Really, really nice.
Really nice.
Yeah, I can see us doing that a few times this week. So that was good.
I'd like to get down there in the morning.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. So, and then it was this dilemma about an evening meal, but as Annette said, the food here in the hotel, we have paid for half board here. We kind of wish we hadn't now because what we've seen around here in the La Palmiste and Trou, and just up not far from Grand Bay, there's loads of restaurants.
So many, and they're really reasonable prices.
Yeah.
And their main dishes are things like meat and rice and things like that, aren't they?
And there's loads of flavours in them as well, as we found out tonight.
Oh, it was delicious.
And we kind of wish we hadn't paid half board now because we didn't realise there was so much choice on our doorstep.
We came back, didn't we? Thought we'd have something sweet, we'd have a bit of pudding, but even the puddings didn't really look great. No. There was a fly on them.
Yeah, but it was. We ate out, and it cost us 16 quid, and the beers were great, and the wine was great, and the rum was great.
Yeah, it was all good, wasn't it?
It's been a good
really
night.
good. And they've got someone playing down there at the moment. Someone's just started up on a sort of like a keyboard and singing and stuff.
Bit of live music sort of thing.
Bit of music, So we sort of looked at that for a little bit, but then we're so tired. We thought we'd come and have an early night tonight.
So we've no formal plans this week. There's stuff that if we get bored on the beach, and I will get bored on the beach, that I've got stuff in my pocket that, shall we do? that I'd like to
also,
go to.
someone's coming round tomorrow, aren't they? From the place that's arranged this for us. He's going to come and talk to us and tell us about some excursions and things.
There is some really exciting stuff to do. So if our little mermaid here ever gets fed up of snorkeling, then,
I've got to go first. Got to go.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll get to see some of the sights on the island, and the island looks tremendously pretty, doesn't it?
It does.
It really does. So hopefully, fingers crossed.
We were speaking to a lovely lady, weren't we? And
she was telling us how great it was, wasn't she?
Yeah. This lovely lady while we were having our meal, and she was telling us she's here on her own, and she's been to a few places. She's here for 3 weeks, is it?
3 weeks, yeah.
3 weeks. And she said that she's been to some amazing places and telling us to some place. She's sort of hired a car, hasn't she? And things like that. So
that gives us a bit of confidence that if the beach holiday thing does kind of fall flat, we've got a real contingency out there. There's stacks to do.
So much to do.
Markets, mountains, sort of canyons, gorges, waterfalls.
All sorts. Lots of nice
national
walks.
parks, walking, hiking, and more beaches, of course. Botanical gardens. I mean, it sounds so exciting and so us. Rather than a beach holiday. But this week is a beach holiday.
Well, not a beach holiday. No, it isn't a beach holiday. It's to go and do a bit of snorkeling.
Snorkeling for you.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be doing it for the whole week.
Yeah, I'll watch the bags. Anyway, right. So join us for this series and see how much snorkeling Annette actually does, and see whether we get to see it anymore.
And
on the rest
my
of the
lovely pictures.
Well, yeah.
From snorkeling.
Well, I'm relying on.
I'm hoping anyway.
So
I bought a new sort of case for my camera, so hopefully
some good footage from under the water. Anyway, so join us for that. See how much snorkeling Annette does, and how much of the island we actually get to see. We'll give you an update every night after we've drank far too much wine, beer, and rum. There you go.
And lager.
There you go. All right, take care. Join us soon.
Bye.
Bye. If you like this video, then why not drop us a comment in the box below? We always reply and we really appreciate it. And if you'd like to see more of our adventures, why not like and subscribe? Cheers.